Hello and welcome to Festool TV. My name is Michael and today I'm going to show you some features and benefits of the TSC 55 plunge cut saw and rail system from Festool. So, what is it? This is the cordless alternative to our very popular TS55R plunge saw, which is available in a mains powered 240 and 110 volt. The version I'm going to show you today is part of the ever expanding Festool cordless range, which can be boosted from 18 volt to 36 volt using the double battery concept. This gives maximum power and fully controllable speed from the EC Tech motor, ensuring quick, smooth progress and perfect results in all materials. These batteries are 5.2 lithium ion, which incorporate cooling and Bluetooth technology. Inserted into our TSC 55, we have a handy gauge which advises us on the status of the charge of the battery. To use the saw in 18 volt form, simply use the lower station. And this will give us a lighter tool with between 2,650 and 3,800 RPM. To use on full power, add the second battery. This will now give you full power up to 5,200 RPM. Using it freehand, the TSC can cut timber up to 55mm thick. The depth of cut is lessened by 5mm when paired with an FS guide rail. We can adjust the depth of cut using this dual scale on the front, which reads when it's on the guide rail and when it's off the guide rail. There is also a fine adjustment operated via this black wheel. The TSC 55 can also bevel over to angles between -1 and 47 degrees. This is achieved by loosening the clamps on either side of the machine and operating the green pin at the back of the machine. This will allow me to bevel over. Once I get to 45, pull the pin out and then I can get the extra 2 angles. Same as getting the minus, pull the pin out and we can then go to -1. Changing the 160mm blade has never been easier thanks to the fast fix system. This allows for quick operation, which allows you to get back to your work quick and effectively. Simply pull the lever, the Allen key is situated just under the handle, and lock the machine into place. The blade will lock off and allows you to change your blade. The TSC 55 uses the same blades as the corded TS55R, with a range to suit most applications and materials. By attaching the saw to any of the 8 guide rail sizes available, the saw now becomes part of a system for rapidly cutting all types of materials. Typical applications for this tool would be timber construction, cutting boards, flooring, worktops, in materials up to 50mm thick. Once you've placed the saw onto the guide rail, any play can be adjusted by using these green cams on the base. They in turn operate the jaws underneath and will take out any play in the machine or on the guide rail. Remember, anything green on a Festool machine usually does something. The non-slip guide rail guarantees clean, splinter-free cuts thanks to the splinter guard, which can be replaced to maintain optimum results. The channel along the bottom will accommodate my Festool clamps, whilst the channels on the top allow joining bars to be fitted so we can connect infinite guide rails. As with all Festool systems, healthy working is paramount. The TSC 55 includes a dust collection bag, which can be fitted like this. Onto the back and a quick turn. As you can see, the bag sits flush with the machine to allow for a flush face cut. For example, up against any skirting boards where an expansion gap is needed, the blade to case is around 12mm. To ensure a splinter-free cut, we now need to set the guide rail to the saw and initially trim the splinter guard. To do this, all I'm going to do is I'm going to set the guide rail, set my depth on the guide rail at around about 6mm. So we are now ready for a splinter-free cut. The splinter guard on the guide rail provides a guaranteed cut line every time. So simply line up the splinter guard to your pencil mark and cut. It's as quick and easy as that. As you can see, we've got a splinter-free cut, perfect, even on the butt. To achieve this standard on both sides of the cut, we can remove the viewing window and we can fit a green splinter guard. This is a consumable item and should be replaced as and when the standard of the cut drops. Included with the TSC 55 is an adapter, so you can also fit your dust extractor via a 27 or 36mm connector. This is where the Bluetooth technology is fully utilised by linking up to and remotely operating the Festool extractor as shown. Alternatively, you can use a handy remote control button like this one. Finally, as the name suggests, the TSC 55 can operate plunge cuts effortlessly, thanks to the spring-loaded retractable guide wedge. This also makes it easier and safer to insert the blade into existing cuts without the material closing up. I think you'll agree this will be of great benefit when fitting sink inserts, hobs, etc. At full depth, there are also two handy reference marks to work to on the machine. One towards the front on the viewing window and one towards the rear. Accessories for the TS55, including the parallel side fence, are also compatible with the TSC 55, with both tools sharing the same guide rails and associated add-ons. This allows Festool users to utilise systems that they have already invested in. And don't forget, all of your Festool tools are covered by our unparalleled all-inclusive warranty. This includes 3 years warranty, even on the batteries, 10-year spare parts guarantee, and 3-year theft replacement cover. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look into our TSC 55, TS55 and the guide rail system. My name's Michael, and I look forward to you joining me again soon at Festool TV UK.